Now here I go with basically my wish list badges. NBA 2K24 badges, and I'm gonna break it down in detail because I always say that I could be one of those guys who give ideas to the devs and make something lit. You have some people who say we don't need more badges, but when they understand what badges is, it's just the concept of something. It's like Steph Curry can shoot from deep. You understand? But there's differences. It's like he has limitless range, right? So they just turn that into a badge. Regardless of not, if you guys wanted to say, let's take away the badges, and okay, he has a 90 something or a 95, he's still basically going to have the badges. The functions are still there. Badges are just points. You understand? They're just like points for extra. It's like for show, basically, if you understand. And of course you need them to do certain things, of course, but just understand they're already stacked on top. Like for example, if you have an 89 3 ball, so I've seen some people, they take off Agent 3 because they like, damn, Agent 3 don't even be working for me. I'm like, huh? And they spraying threes. So it's like that concept, if people can understand what I'm trying to say. Badges was still, 2K would just up the sliders more and it would still look like we have the same badges on. There's just no badges will pop up. So badges are kind of really for like show and use. Badges don't make you super OP. You still have to have the skill to do certain things, okay? Unless the badge is bugged out. Now we got the first badge that I want to talk about is lunge. Now this allows players to use adrenaline bars to lunge at players to regain coverage. Now we know adrenaline bars is coming back already again, and this badge will be like a badge to where, you know how in this game, and what I say make this badge because you know how in this game, let's say if they use the same foot planting technology, foot sliding technology, right? They probably will touch it up and tone it up, but let's say they just still have that kind of like feel to it, or just, you know, let's just say that. Then you should be able to have a badge that if you are a lockdown or you have a certain speed, right, you can do a quick lunge with your adrenaline, and he's like, he runs. It's not nothing where it's like, okay, he's gonna always keep contact with you and stuff. Other factors can play out, but it's just give him the ability to do that. Like let's say he do a crossover like this, oh, go that way, and then he's like a little stunned, but then he could be like, oh, you know, and just, you know how players, you know how it be. Come on now, stop and be like that, and be able to at least have a good lateral quickness, some dexterity in his movement. You know what I mean? Not just like you're stuck. You know how 2K is like you're stuck. It's like 2K be looking crazy. I got another video coming soon, but make sure y'all stay tapped into that. So lunge would be like a defensive badge that I would have in the game, and it's not like a defensive badge that helps you get in front of the player. It just gives you a speed boost to lunge, to do a lunge animation, like a certain lunge animation, and it could be dangerous if you use it the wrong way and you lunge the wrong way, and you won't get in the right position to even keep up with them, because of course dribbling is always still going to be around in the game, and dribblers going to still be dribblers. Let's switch to the next badge. The next badge is Wavy, the Wavy badge. These just little badges I came up with the top of my head. I feel like the game should have so many badges. People don't think so, but I think it just will create variety, uniqueness, individuality. People can have their own setups, and it's not just a game where if the meta is this, no, this guy is nice with that because he's just nice with that. This other person likes this. Of course there'll be a group of people that's more playing a certain way, but it's starting to get down to the playstyle like type of time now. People are understanding playstyles now with 2K, and it's getting to that point where people just gonna be in their own individual playstyle and everybody can mesh together and shit. I could see it coming. Now Wavy. Increase players' side-to-side movement when stand still dribbling, utilizing size-up escapes from the left to right. So you see how in this game, like, you can't really like boom, boom, like really like with the ball, like, okay, so we gonna want that wavy movement to come back, that little rock movement like how it was in 16. It allows you to start doing that, okay? Now, nothing too OP. You know we in new technology now, so you got to kind of get your imagination up there. It'll look nice. It'll really look like somebody rocking, like, being able, just the players, because some players are like that. They're better at moving side to side and just rocking you side to side, right? So this badge will increase that for the ball handlers. And when they're doing some certain size up escape packages, move to the side, you can move a little bit quicker to the side, right? And do a certain quick move, right? giving the game that nice speed. So we got the Wavy badge. I feel like this badge would be a good badge for the dribblers. Still make it fun for the dribblers. Right. Then I put the badge Quick Stopper. And when you guys follow me on Twitter, this has 262 likes. You see, this is when it started getting juicy. A lot of people is like in here on the comment section. You can see people like, this isn't the same as Stop and Go, not an enhanced stop / quick / peaks. I see your brain entering a new realm. Yes, sir. This a main factor. Is this real? See, I got people like, that's how good my ideas is. Like, people, is it real? People like just like don't even know. They liking this. No, you see some people mad 2K always pacified the shooters. And he think like, yo, people think it's real. I'm telling y'all, they might as well just make me a dab. Because people was liking this, and of course you gonna have people that hate it, but it doesn't matter. But a lot of people say no, he said take it the fuck out. It's funny. Now look, I want to show you guys something. This is not a badge that is super OP to where it's like, okay, to get this up. This is not a badge where it's super OP to where it's like, okay, they just stop and super 100 on a dime. It depends what level. It would depend what SIGs you got already. And there will be different unique quick stop animations. You will see certain other builds will have better quick stop animations, but that gets to that point where somebody would have to either go down in a smaller build, whatever the case is. But some players can stop on a dime too at a height, so it depend on ball control, all that. But it's like, if somebody can go like this, are you serious? You can't, you're telling me somebody can't dribble fast and this like this on the dot? Like, look how I'm doing it right now in real life in the video. Like, what? That's easy. Fast pull up, you tell me somebody can't dribble and stop and just, oh. No. So this badge is like it keeps you planted better. So let's say if the game, they want to have the slide technology, right? You having this badge on, it helps you plant way better. Okay, so that's all it is. It just helps you plant yourself way better. It's not like you can still kind of like dribble to the side and stop in 2K and shoot. People do it all the time still. This badge just helps you plant yourself better, so when you're feeling it on the controller aspect of the game, it feels smooth. So you get that justification like, oh yeah, I got this badge on, so it's helping me have these shots feel smooth. Players that don't have it on, some probably can still shoot without it, but that badge is just there for that use. Like I said, if I'm able to add in badges and stuff and help and do stuff with the community, I'm going to have so many badges, each category, so people can have fun, and it will be balanced to where you will not have certain stuff. You will not, unless you go for that. I'd have people making so many builds. I feel like just how I have it looking, like the image of it. Some people can't see the full image. You're not in my head, so they can't see it, right? So 264 likes, 32 retweets. People are feeling this. 2K. Get at me. Body up. Desire always wants to talk about the body ups. I want to give some more love to the lockdowns. So this is the second defensive badge, right? Increase players' perimeter defense for each body up you get over time. The body ups become stronger while maintaining good defense. Now, of course, we could add, I would really leave this for like perimeter defense. I feel like they need to bring back the lateral quickness stats, all that type of stuff. People used to understand and realize when certain things didn't go right for them based off of not having certain stuff, and that was good. That kept it balanced to where if players understood, okay, I gotta go get this build for this situation, and then if they just lost again, they just lost again. So this is a badge that rewards players, right? Because let's say 2K wants to be like, man, we really think Clamps is just too OP, and we want to make it to where players really have to play better defense, which I felt like defense, you still had to be really good on defense playing against a good dribbler, but it's different lanes, it's different realms. I guess in play now, this is the sim guys, they'll get pressed by somebody who goes with it and gets a bill with like gold clamps or something like that. I'm not sure, or some crazy perimeter D and it's cheesy. I'm not sure. But if you're good at with your stick and you can slide in front of the player and get a body up, because there's a clip of Chris Smooth catching a body up that I'm gonna make a video on, and the body up didn't affect the PG because he has on clamp breaker, so it makes the collision animation, but how it's going to register in a video game is, oh, you have clamp breaker on and you have this high ball control, we're just going to let you slip through because you're a PG, because it's really rewarding the ball control. That's really what it's all about. You have to get clamp breaker, you have to have some good ball control, you understand? So the higher your ball control, the higher those clamp breaker effects are going to play out, and people don't realize that. So you getting body up sometimes in this game is pointless. It's pointless unless you really like straight up in front of him and he can't dribble. But if it's a person that dribbles, body up sometimes is pointless. The way they can do a certain move, just bounce off, go this way. Sometimes it's good to just stay away and float around them, come up, come down. Like, that's what they wanted us to do this year. But it's still faulty things within that come up, come down system, and holding this position, cutting this off. It's still a lot of stuff that's a little bit, you know, with it. Even now I have some lock builds as well, but I feel like a 6-6 lock would have been that for sure. I think that's what they really wanted people to go for if they made a lock. So each time you would bump somebody, right, it would increase your body ups over time. So you'll start, so let's say you bump them and you have this body up badge, right? It probably would give them one bump depending on whatever strength or however the body up is. They can make different animations within this body up badge. So like you could do a bump and he probably like goes like, gets a little kind of stutter with the ball, but if he has certain badges he can counteract to and come back at you. But it just gives you those body ups to where you at least can get yourself back positioned and go back at him again. So that's how I have this badge in here, right? Body up badge. Of course, it'll be on certain levels, so everybody wouldn't be able to have it on Hall of Fame. So don't just think it's OP. I would want to make all the badges balanced, all of them. Okay. Then I put this badge right here, ball on a string. So this was for like the dribblers, or even IRL, and even of course for the dribblers too that could do combos. Just if you can combo and do combos, right, and chain them together. Usually the game should be able to. Usually they should have something to know when you can chain something together. It's the same way how handles for days, right? When you had handles for days Hall of Fame and it says it allows you to chain combos together faster, they should have something to like when you chain the combos together faster, right? Whether it's IRL, whatever play style you do, right? It'll allow you to cancel out of some of them faster. Like, so if you was putting it between the legs, then you like put it up right here and you did like a little hop step, you could cancel out of the hop steps, or you could just cancel out of certain dribble moves faster than certain other builds that won't be able to. Like if they did a spin, like let's say if you did a spin and it was like a slow spin, a person with ball on a string that got the Hall of Fame and they are a dribbler and they wanted to cancel out of it because they see the lock went the right way, they could like do another move, like put it behind their back, or they'll have an extra arsenal within their animations to where they could do another move to throw the lock off. All right, boom. So these my badges right here. Did I make another one, or is that it for the badges? Yeah, that's it for the badges. So these are my badges that I have right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made them in one night, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make some more, because these could be like a catalog for the future. Like these would be ideas. Like it's been going crazy on Twitter. Well, these two, Quick Stopper and oh no, there's actually another badge. I keep forgetting. Where is it at? Here it is. I almost forgot and I'm always tripping. This was one of the like people's favorites, and people was in the comment section going crazy on this one, like on me, like, or called Quick Shuffle. People was just adding ideas, honestly, laughing my ass off, no lie. If Clamp Breaker is tuned, more body ups will happen, because even with this wish list badge, nothing will change. So some people now is iPod King Carter, some people are not having faith in the devs work, I guess, with the defensive end. They need to make it like that. I think they feel like if they make good defensive mechanics, noobs don't score. You got to think about it. They have to have a right stick at that. They're forced to. This is literally the problem. They're forced to. So I'm like, okay, if you want to leave the offense really, really good still, to where still, okay, New may have a chance to score, make the defense a little better. Just a little better. Like, come on, like, please. Like, go back to how you used to have it, because Noob still got buckets at points at times. I'd rather them put whites in the game than have it to where they have it like this, to where they make defense lag and don't care about defense and just have it offensive only, because then players play weird too. If y'all ain't play with randoms this year, trust and believe. So rundown allows players to change direction and keep up with the ball handler for more chances to get a body up. Now people was like, oh my god, just change the defense mechanics. Hey, they said, the devs, I'm going off of what they said, their system, so I'm being, what is it called, relatable with them. I'm not just trying to bring an idea and just say, no, put a defense back and then make this rundown badge and then they'll be super OP. No, if they're gonna go with this still sliding technology, closing the window and leaving the gap closed, lower and stuff like that, players should have more lateral quickness to turn left or right around, or just do certain movements depending on if they go with those lateral quickness stats, perimeter defense, however they tie the one, if they tie it all into, or if they give us lateral quickness stat back. Players should be able to, you understand? Come on now. So rundown would just allow you to have that turnaround speed faster. Some people say it was like lightning reflex, but I don't think lightning reflex made you really turn around faster or something like that. What was it for again? Somebody explain. But just still, you could have it to where there's turnaround animations, or there's faster spin around animations, or you could spin around real quick. Like, there's certain ways, like on defense, I've seen players get through and they moving fast and they doing certain animations. And I'm like, yo, why don't they put that in 2K? That's like a nice little defensive tactic he did to get through and stay there and play. Like, it's a lot of stuff like that's really there for defense that players do. For real. Being able to jump on somebody's side or jump a certain way, like, for real. Like, it's a lot of stuff, like, I'm telling you, that people do. So I feel like this would be a good badge. It's not something that's just gonna naturally make you snap on to him. Clamps will still be in the game. This is not going to make you naturally snap on to the defender. It just allows you to turn, because there's going to still be some fast players with speed, and it's going to allow you to turn with a better dexterity, a better feel to it on the controller end. Allow you to get better animations to turn around. If you're not a lockdown and you don't have this, that's why I say to make the badges, because then it makes the sense. Like, okay, he's not a lockdown. He's not able to possess these badges. So you only get that benefit as a lockdown. Not another build being able to have the same thing and compete and be able to do everything and everybody's a demigod. No. Okay? And this is just slight. I have too many ideas. Too many ideas. Like a left hand layup badge, like if you do switch the ball so you can get credit for that. Why people think like why make everything a badge? Because that shows that you're skilled enough as a player to do the double tap acrobat and switch it to your left hand if you did a left hand layup. And that doesn't mean you have, and it could be ops, like some players don't have the right hand layup badge, some players don't have that left hand layup badge, you know, a certain thing. Like, man, it could get I could really get crazy deep. So many badges, so much stuff there, little stuff that people think is dumb, but once you play it out and you see how everything plays out, you'll understand it. So many combinations with the badges. Yeah, it'd be nice. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, let me know what y'all think about this. I'll see y'all in the next one.